everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious kale and sausage quiche. I've got a pound of breakfast sausage browned up here. If it's extra greasy, you're going to want to drain it. I'm actually making a double batch today. We're gonna eat one for dinner tonight and then freeze one for later. It's really not much more work to make two, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Plus I have a huge bunch of kale from our CSA here that I want to get used up before our next box. So I've got some onion diced there, and then the kale I washed and I just kind of roughly chopped it. It doesn't need to be tiny, but you don't want a huge chunk in there either. So this is a giant thing of kale. I did run my knife down the middle and get the big stem down out of it before I chopped it up, because you don't want that in there either. That's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook this for about 5 minutes. I'll add the rest of this as it kind of wilts down. You just want the onion to get translucent and the kale to get softened. All right, while the kale and sausage mixture cools, we're gonna go ahead and get our egg mixture ready. I've already got 8 eggs and 2 cups of milk in here. So we're just gonna crack 2 more eggs. These are yummy farm fresh eggs from my parents' farm. Obviously any eggs will do. When I'm doing a bunch of eggs like this, I like to use my immersion blender. It just makes it fast and easy. All right. Then we'll put just a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, now I made my pie crusts earlier and put them in the refrigerator to keep them nice and cool. So we'll get those out and assemble them, and we'll be ready to stick them in the oven. All right, so we've got our 2 pie crusts here. We've got a little bit of mozzarella cheese on the bottom of each of them. We're just going to divide the sausage and kale mixture between them. It's going to be a nice full quiche. Then we're going to bake these for about 30 minutes or so, and then we're going to sprinkle them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and bake them for another 10 or 15. You want them to be just a very slight jiggle in the middle when it's all said and done. So you don't want it to be completely set, but you want it to be mostly set. All right, so we'll stick these in the oven. While I'm thinking about it, if you're making 2 and freezing 1 for later, you can either cut it into slices and then just warm them up in the microwave when you're ready to go, or you can freeze the whole thing, wrap it tightly. Since I've got a glass and a ceramic pie dish today, I would stick one in the fridge overnight and then wrap it in foil and then bake it for 20-25 minutes at 350 in the morning, let it rest for about 10 minutes and then serve it. If you have a glass or a metal pie dish, you don't have to worry about it cracking going from the freezer to the oven. So you could go ahead and wrap it straight or take it straight from the freezer, stick it in the oven, obviously with aluminum foil or something on it. You don't want plastic wrap on it at that point. And then bake it for about 30 minutes, let it rest for about 15 minutes, and then you'll be ready to go. So it's pretty easy. It'll make a quick and easy meal later. All right, and just like that, we've got 2 yummy quiche ready to go. I'm gonna let one rest for about 10 minutes before I cut into it to eat, and I'm gonna let the other one cool completely before I wrap it and stick it in the freezer. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try.